Welcome to another episode of the GSatTrack How-To series, and specifically, how to set up your GSatTrack account. This is step 4 in that process. What I normally do after setting up my assets and groups is I will set up users. The reason I do this is because when I set up my users, it's going to ask me, do I want to give them permission to see various parts of the portal? It'll make sense in just a moment. So if I add a new user, I can go ahead and use myself, even though I'm already in there. Use a different email address. Okay. I'll use that as both my username and my password. Password's a little weak, but that's okay. I'm going to make this person a user. I'm going to choose what permissions they can interact with. Of course, I also want to make sure that if they're not on the same setup as me as an administrator, I want to make sure and change those parameters so it makes sense to them. So if they're in a different time zone or using a different language base. Next, the permissions, I'm going to choose that they can add assets or edit assets and delete assets. I'm going to choose what groups they can interact with, what alerts they can interact with, and set up those places. But maybe I don't want them to be able to interact with their cell phone, and maybe I don't want them to be able to create journeys or shared views to share with others. Next, I'm going to go ahead and choose what assets they can see, which is why it was important to set that up in step 1 of this process. So I'm going to go ahead and choose my asset there that they are able to see. I'm then going to allow them to see the group that I set up. And with geofences, places, contacts, and even drivers, you can do this in reverse order as well. So as I set up the geofence, I can add it to a particular user. I just like to make sure that I have, at least at the very base minimum, my assets and my group set up before I set up the users. So I'm going to choose to email myself this information. I'm going to use the English template, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create user. Now that that's set up, you'll notice that over here, the Manage panel inside the Navigation panel is showing information, and it's expanding upon it. So now I can see the users that are within my account. Because I'm logged in as an administrator, I can see all of the different pieces within GSatTrack. It starts to make sense on the order of how things are done to make it simpler for you to understand. So that's the 4th step, setting up users and going through that process. I look forward to our next video and covering how we further set up our GSatTrack account. Thank you very much.